Two young stepchildren since his last appearance in Tupelo, because he married his partner Monica in July 2018 on a sunset beach in Marbella, Spain, making it hard on the rest of us to be romantic. Take your lady to Spain, what are we supposed to do? The dam at Sardis won't impress him. According to Matt, Tupelo is his favorite contest. It's the spiritual home of Elvis. And he says the friendly nature of the people is a major attraction to him, returning time and time again, even though it's not Spain. I've never been to Spain, but I've been to Oklahoma. Matt's going to do for us a song released in January 1970 by Simon and Garfunkel. Elvis recorded his version in June of 1970. He probably wore out that 45 from Simon and Garfunkel for that 5 months. It was featured in the album and the movie That's the Way It Is, and he continued to sing it throughout the 70s. And Elvis even sang this song at his final performance in Indianapolis, June 26, 1977. And when the songwriter Paul Simon saw Elvis sing this song in Las Vegas, he said, "That's it, I'm giving it up now." Singing A Bridge Over Troubled Water, please welcome Matt King.
When you're weary and feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Yeah. Thank you. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness falls and pain is all around, yeah, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. Hey, baby, see how they shine. Oh, you need a friend. I will ease your mind like a breeze.
Dadgummit, but ain't that band good? EAS, the official band of Graceland. Ooh, that rhymes. All right, if you are figuring out about right now that you've underpacked, that you don't have enough clothes, have I got the deal for you? You know, located right there in the lobby. T-shirts on sale for only $20. And there's printing on both sides.
Oh, wow.
That's complimentary, by the way. $20 and 2X and 3X for us larger folks, 23. Takes extra cotton for us. All right, our next contestant, 28 years old from East Texas. He's been an avid Elvis fan since he was 6. And like Elvis, don't get ahead of yourself. His first musical experience came from playing piano and singing in church. And in 2017, he decided to pursue paying tribute to the king of rock and roll. And his song is one that was recorded in Memphis at American Sound. You know, following the success of the '68 comeback special, Elvis needed hits. So he went right down the road in American Sound in Memphis, and he recorded with producer Chip Smallman. They did a lot of songs. They did Don't Cry Daddy, In the Ghetto, Kentucky Rain, and this classic from writer Mark James, Elvis's final #1 Hot 100 hit. With Suspicious Minds, say hello to Gib Maynard.
We're calling a train. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why can't you see? Oh, what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I'm saying. We can go together with suspicious minds, and we can build our dreams on suspicious minds. So if an old friend I know stops by to say hello, would I still see suspicion in your eyes? Here we go again. Oh, asking where I've been. You can't seem to realize I'm crying. We hang out together with suspicious minds, and we can build our dreams on suspicious minds. I'll dry the tears from your eyes. Let's not let a good thing I know, honey. You know that I never lie to you. No, not much. Yeah, we're calling a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Well, why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe what I'm telling you? Well, you know, I can't walk because I love you too much. I can't walk out because I love you too much. I can't walk out because I love you too much. I can't walk out because I love you so much, baby. So you know, I'm in a trap. Ooh, I can't walk out. Thank you very much. Tupelo, God bless you.
Give Maynard jumpsuits. That's called the King of Spades. That's called the Memphis suit because on March 20, 1974, when little Tommy Brown went to see Elvis in concert at the Mid-South Coliseum, that's the suit he was wearing. Well, not that suit. It's the one I saw is in Memphis at Graceland Museum. All right, it is Friday. It is Food Truck Friday. That means between 11 and 2 o'clock today, right outside the door to the left, the Tupelo Convention and Visitors Bureau has food trucks all set up for you to have lunch. And that way you can make it over to the Lyric Theater at 2 o'clock for Conversations with Tom Brown. It's just the two, we're just going to talk to each other, you and I. We're just going to, I've got some great people to talk to. I'll tell you about them a little later coming up. Right now, we're going back to the music. And we're back. Thank you very much for that. It's always nice to hear from our sponsors. All right, our next contestant is Tyler Hunter. He was born and raised in Lincoln, Nebraska. He's always felt a huge connection to the music and the person of Elvis, and he's wanted to become an entertainer because of it. He's won so many competitions, and he's also represented Tupelo, Mississippi in 2012 at the Ultimate in Memphis. He's a singer-songwriter, actor, recording artist, and he's appeared in mainstream shows all across the U.S., including Legends in Concert, and he's in the Vegas cast of the national tour of Million Dollar Quartet. He's currently living in Branson, and his song is one originally recorded in 1954 by Big Joe Turner, and then it was recorded by Bill Haley and his Comets, and it was recorded in 55 by Elvis as a demo for Sun, and later for RCA in 1956. And Elvis also sang the song on the Dorsey Brothers TV show, and the song on the recording, did a boat just come in? I know they're having cruise ship problems down there, but I didn't think they hit our dock. This song features the shouted chorus of Scotty and Bill and DJ, and it was the last time the guys were allowed to sing with Elvis, and when asked about it, DJ said, well, I can't blame them for that. The song is Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Let's hear it from Tyler Hunter.
Face and hand. Well, get out of that band, wash your face and hand. Well, get in that kitchen, make some noise with the pots and pans. I believe you done me wrong and now I know it. I believe you done me wrong and now I know it. I look at the flash where my money goes. Well, I said shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Well, you won't do right to save your doggone soul. Oh, let's get on. Well, I don't want that cat peeping in the seafood store. Well, I don't want that cat peeping in the seafood store. Well, I can let you take no time no more. Well, you ain't that dress, sun comes shining through. Well, you ain't that dress, sun comes shining through. I can't believe my eyes, Lord, the mess belong to you. Well, it's a shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Well, you won't do right to save your doggone soul. Oh, let's get on. Shake, rattle and roll. Well, you won't do right the dark or sun.
Tyler, Hunter. Tonight at Fair Park, if you are so inclined, at 6:30, A.C. Freeman, Memphis Jones, Ron Glaser, Paul Thorne, and Reed Turkey and his kudzu choir all in concert. I'm going to try to get Paul to come over tonight also and maybe do something with us, just to say hello to us, because he's a Tupelo boy himself. All right, next up, a martial arts instructor. Gabriel Sanders is a songwriter, gospel artist, and a country music singer from Mississippi. And he said, you truly have to have the passion and the heart to be the best at what you do and pay tribute to Elvis, giving honor where honor is due. He said, every dream that I've ever dreamed has come true 100 times. We've heard those words before. Doing a song now, first recorded by Elvis in June 1970 at the Nashville Marathon Sessions. That's a 4 or 5 day session where Elvis cut 36 songs. And he also included in the movie That's the Way It Is, and it's also been one of the ones that was reimagined for the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra albums. Singing his version of Elvis's Just Pretend, it's Gabe Sanders.
Just pretend I'm holding you and wish my face soft and low, and think of me how it's gonna be. Just pretend I didn't go. I went away, only I heard you say, if you need me, you know what to do. And I'll do everything, I'll be back again. So just pretend I'm right there with you, and I'll go crying to you again. Oh, my crying Lord is through. Oh, I will hold you and love you again. But until then, we're just again. Oh, but I can't recall the things were said, or why you cried. And I know it was long ago. I belong here by your side. Until then, we're just again. Until then, we're just again.
you. Check it out. I love you.
That sounded good. If things had worked out differently, I'd be standing to Michael's right playing saxophone, because that's what I love to do. And that's one of my sax teachers right there. Saxophone. All right. Our next tribute artist contestant is from Conway, South Carolina. He's been performing his tribute to Elvis for 10 years. And he says the best part of the job is being able to meet and connect with Elvis fans all over the world. He currently appears nightly at the GTS Theater in Myrtle Beach. His song that he selected, recorded by Elvis at Stax Studio in Memphis in 1973, and it was released on the Promised Land album. As a matter of fact, it was the flip side of the Promised Land 45. And this song was co-written by our Tupelo friend, Jerry Chestnut. Singing It's Midnight, here is Alex Mitchell.
Maybe it's too late. I sometimes even hate myself for loving you. Trying to be strong, but nighttime comes along and I start wanting you. Where is all my self-control? I'm burning way down in my soul and needing you. Wishing I could be the man I tried to, hating me for wanting to be with you, knowing you don't love me like I used to. But it's midnight, and I miss you. It's getting late, and I know that's when I am weak. Funny how things have a way of looking so much brighter in the daylight. I ought to go to bed and try to straighten out my head and just forget you. But it's midnight, oh God, and I miss you. One more time, it's getting late, and I know that's when I am weak. Funny how things have a way of looking so much brighter in the daylight. To go to bed and try to straighten out my head and just forget you. But it's midnight, oh God, and I miss you. It's midnight, and I miss you.
Jerry Chestnut, we love you. All right, maybe you're sitting there and you're thinking, I could be a judge. You know, I know that I could score on vocals. I would score 1 to 10 on vocals. I know how to score appearance. I know how they look and have the style. I know what stage presence is. I've had stage presence at Christmas before. I know what it's like to recreate the charisma that Elvis created on stage, and I know what it is to be overall performing, because, you know, that's the quality of the performance. And then I would take all those numbers and I would double the vocals twice, and that would be the score that I would give. Well, you're not a judge, are you? But we have some judges, and I would like to welcome and recognize a couple of them right now. Yep, I know him. Yeah, I recognize him. Oh, there he is. Our first judge, an old friend of mine. He is now a museum and entertainment executive and the president and CEO of Discovery Park of America. And he also worked in a variety of positions at Elvis Presley Enterprises, and he took care of business for Elvis, and he managed annual events like Elvis Week, the birthday celebration, the Christmas lighting, and he also contributed initiatives like the Elvis Cruise, the Elvis Cirque du Soleil show, the Elvis Broadway play, and the Elvis Ultimate Tribute Artist Contest. Please welcome, originally from Tennessee, a Memphis boy, Mr. Scott Williams. Went to movies and football games and traveled around the U.S. with Elvis on tour. Elvis only had one rule when Lowell traveled with him: bring the jewelry case. You probably got a few vacations out of those trips because Elvis was known to be quite generous. Mr. Lowell Hayes, thank you for being here today. So you knew the man, you hung with the man. What do you think of what you're seeing, and what do you think he would think about this?
He would be amazed. I think he was a humble guy. He wouldn't believe this.
Yeah.
And I can hardly believe it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But anyway.
It's amazing, and Scott and Lowell both are two of the people that I'll be talking to at Conversations this afternoon. And I know that jewelry was so important to Elvis, but Elvis did something that most people don't do. We buy jewelry and collect it, and he would buy it and sometimes own it for seconds before he gave it away.
Oh, that's right. That's why he asked me to hang with him all the time. He's constantly wanting to give gifts to his fans. He tried to give back to his fans more than he took from them, you know.
And sometimes you'd set your jewelry store up on stage on the side.
Well, that just happened one time. That's a long story, but it's a great story. Maybe
We'll tell that this afternoon.
This afternoon. But
there's a tease.
But the best part was he told me one time. He said, "You know, the best thing about you is I can buy a diamond ring for $1,000 and give it to a friend. It's a lot less than buying a Cadillac."
Lowell Hayes, thank you for being here. You knew the man. And our next judge, he's judged before for us. Ali Shaki's the CEO and chairman of Drexel Chemical Company. Sharon's a huge Elvis fan. He's been performing for over 10 years, and he said he strives to bring back the memories of Elvis to the fans to create the best Elvis tribute he possibly can do. He studies the stage presence, the performance, and all the aspects of being an Elvis tribute artist. He said that his number one song that he loves is If I Can Dream, and he has won multiple awards, including the 2018 Collingwood Ultimate Top 3 and all kinds of other contests. And he says there's only one Elvis and one true king, Jesus Christ. His song that he has selected is one that was originally a hit for Little Richard, but Elvis sang it on the Ed Sullivan Show in 1956 in front of 60 million viewers. That was the largest audience ever to view a TV program up to that time. And it's on Elvis's second album. You know, the album where Elvis is like that, the sideways. Because see, Elvis's first album was called Elvis Presley. The second album, they had a big meeting. Elvis is what they call it. Doing Ready Teddy, please welcome Michael Cullifer.
Thank you, friends. We're going to do a song for you, and that's how it goes. You like it? Well, ready, set, go man, go. I got a gal that I love, so I'm ready. I'm ready, 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 I'm ready. Ready, 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 I'm ready. I'm ready, 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 I'm ready, ready, ready to rock and roll. Going down to the corner, pick up my sweetie pie. She's the rock and roll bear, she's the apple of my eye. I'm ready. I'm ready, 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 I'm ready. Ready, 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 I'm ready. I'm ready, 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 I'm ready, ready, ready to rock and roll. The flat top cats and the dungaree dogs. I head to the gym to the shotgun fall. The joints really jumping, the cats are going wild. The music really sits my feet in the great style. I'm ready. I'm ready, 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 I'm ready. Ready, 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 I'm ready. I'm ready, 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 ready to rock and roll. through the so-called mall. You don't feel it jumping, the cats are going wild. You really feel it just like me, the crazy style. I'm ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready, ready, ready to rock and roll. Gonna kick off my shoes, roll up my faded cheese, grab my rock and roll, baby, pour on the steam. Shuffle to the left, shuffle to the right, gonna rock and roll in the early of the night. I'm ready, 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 Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready. Ready, ready, Teddy, I'm ready, ready, ready to rock and roll.
Michael Collifer, it's like the Ed Sullivan Show came live on stage. Wow, by the way, that jacket available at Lansky Brothers in the lobby of the Peabody Hotel. Tell them Tom sent you. No, seriously, tell them Tom sent you. It's very, very important to me. I've got a huge bill to pay there, so every little bit helps. I appreciate it. All right, next up, a gifted entertainer with a seasoned voice. He's been performing professionally for over 11 years, and he leaves it all on the stage, and that's what any good performer should do. His repertoire includes Elvis, Buddy Holly, Roy Orbison, and more, and he's a multi-award-winning tribute artist, and he represented Biloxi at the 2015 Ultimate, and doing his version of a song that was originally written for a film. Now, the movie was called Unchained. Any idea what the song could be? Well, we know the classic 1965 version by the Righteous Brothers, and Elvis recorded it in 1977. It was on the album Moody Blue, and it was one he did in concert. He would go over and sit at the piano most of the time to play this song. Doing his version of Unchained Melody from Texas, please welcome Josh Davis.
Hunger for your touch, a long, lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. God, speed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Lonely rivers cry, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home. Wait for me, my darling. I hunger for your kiss. Long, lonely times, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. God, speed your love to so much.
Josh Davis.
God bless.
All right, out in the lobby, we ask you to sign up for the Fan Club 2020 package ticket giveaway. It includes 2 gold tickets to all the Elvis events during the 2020 festival right here, including add-on events, table upgrades at Fair Park, after parties, and the gospel show. Also a hotel room Wednesday through Saturday nights, that's 4 nights, for the 2020 Tupelo Elvis Festival, and a VIP swag bag upon arrival to the festival, and 2 free admissions to the Elvis Presley birthplace, festival t-shirts, 2 posters, and after parties. That's all outside the Tupelo Elvis Fan Club 2020 package ticket drawing. Sign up in the lobby. He's trained as an actor. He starred in film, television, and theater around the world, and he also starred in the London West End musical production of Jailhouse Rock in the leading role of Vince Everett. It ran for over a year and a half at the Piccadilly Theater. Also, he has been a finalist at the Ultimate on a number of occasions, and he won the Images of the King competition in 2005. And he's also been touring with some of the cast of Jailhouse Rock with the musical production of the Elvis years throughout the United Kingdom. His song that he has selected is from an album called Something for Everybody, recorded by Elvis in 1961. It's been on a lot of compilations albums, and it's also on the new If I Can Dream with Elvis and the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. Singing There's Always Me, please welcome Mario Cambu.
When the evening shadows fall and you're wondering who to call for a little company, there's always me. If your great romance should end and you're lonesome for a friend, darling, you need never be. There's always me. I don't seem to mind somehow playing second fiddle now. Someday you'll want me, dear, and when that day is here, within my arms you'll come to know other loves may come and go, but my love for you will be eternally. Look around and you will see there's always me.
Mario! All right. Next up, from South Carolina, performing for 10 years as an Elvis tribute artist, he strives to keep the music of Elvis alive. He says his favorite songs are Bridge Over Troubled Water and the one he's going to be singing also. He's a 2018 Georgia Elvis Festival champion, and he's honored to be in Tupelo, the birthplace of the King. His song, his favorite Elvis song, along with there's Bobby. Our song is from an Elvis movie, so that narrows it down to about 32. It was recorded by Jerry Lee Lewis, Roy Orbison, Cliff Richards. Many other people have recorded this song. This song was in the movie Loving You. That narrows it down a little more. Doing Mean Woman Blues, it is Austin Irby.
got a woman mean as she can be. I got a woman mean as she can be. Summertime lightning, she almost mean a black kid, night of fright, because she can heart gets better at night. I got a woman mean as she can be. Summertime lightning, she almost mean I kiss so hard, she moved my lips, I hurt so good, my heart just mean as she can be. Summertime lightning, she almost mean happy.
You know, I can do that move too, where you flip back like that. But I'm at the age now that when I do that move, I think, well, what else can I do while I'm down here? It ain't gonna happen. Actually, I did that move right over here when I fell down the stairs last year. I came in third, you know, so I feel really good about it. Bobby went to school for this. Yes, 4 years. It was a 4-year institution. It was a 2-year school, but he went for 4 years. I know it wasn't nice, was it? But my microphone was on and his wasn't. And I knew that. All right, next up from Fort Thomas, Kentucky. He's been performing for 13 years. He originally was introduced to Elvis through his father, and Elvis always helped bond the two. And isn't that the way? We learn about Elvis sometimes from our parents, and that's the thing that brings us together. He loves performing the greatest music of all time, loves the opportunity to introduce the music of Elvis to others. These gentlemen are ambassadors for Elvis around the world. That's important too. He's been a top finalist in many competitions over the years. He's thrilled to be back for the 3rd year in a row, and his song is one that was recorded first in 1952 by Big Mama Thornton. It was listed as the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as one of the 500 songs that shaped rock and roll. It's been recorded 250 times, but the Elvis version is ranked number 19 on the greatest songs of all time Rolling Stone list, and it's one of the best-selling singles of all time. How many of you owned a copy of Hound Dog? If you bought Don't Be Cruel, if you bought the 45 to Don't Be Cruel, this was the flip side. Doing my second favorite Elvis song. My number 2 Elvis song. This is my song. Doing Hound Dog from Kentucky, Tyler Christopher.
Ladies and gentlemen, you ain't nothing but a hound dog, a good crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, good crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught it up and you ain't all brave. But he said you was high class, oh well that was just a lie. You know he said you was high class, oh well that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah. You're crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend. You know they said you was high in place. Boy, that was just a lie. You know they said you was high in place. Boy, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't all red. You know they said you was high in place. Boy, that was just a lie. You know they said you was high in place. Boy, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You could cry all the time. But you ain't nothing but a hound dog. You could cry all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught no rabbit.
Lunchtime, you may be paying more attention. It's Food Truck Friday, right outside, 11 to 2, and it's the Tupelo Convention and Visitors Bureau. They put this on every week. Food trucks are over there, fun activities. A fun activity at a food truck for me is eating at the food truck. It's quite enjoyable. Number one on my list, actually. Okay, next up, from Walton-on-Thames, England. He's been an Elvis tribute artist since February 2015. He's performed in many competitions around the world, and he is a multi-award winner. He's won the European Gospel Championship in 2017, returned to Graceland Champion 2016, and the Porthcawl Best Elvis Festival winner in 2017. He says paying tribute to Elvis is his passion. And doing a song that we love from Elvis, it was a Roy Hamilton song released in the 50s, and Elvis listened to it for a long time before he cut it. And he did his version in 1976. He recorded it in the den off the kitchen, known as the Jungle Room. From the album Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee, doing his version of Elvis's Hurt, here is Lee Alexander.
Inside of me, you say our love is true and we'll never, ever part. And you got someone new, and it breaks my heart. Much more than you'll ever know.
darling, I'm so hurt because I still love you so. But even though you hurt me, yeah, like nobody else would ever do, I would never, ever hurt you.
Thank you, Tupelo. Thank you.
Wow. By the way, piece of medical information for you. If you'd ever like to lose your voice, sing that song in the car. Just sing it out loud. You'll get out of the car going, I shouldn't have done that. Next up, we have from Virginia a gentleman who's been performing as an Elvis tribute artist for over 15 years. And he listened to Elvis's music as a child with his aunt. Elvis's voice was mesmerizing and he wanted to sing like him. As he grew older, he recognized the effect of Elvis's legacy on all the other people of the world, and he hopes that he can help keep Elvis's music alive for the younger generations. And he said his favorite Elvis song is How Great Thou Art. But for this competition, he has selected a song from Elvis's second album. Remember I talked about it earlier, the one where he's sideways? That one? You know the one I'm talking about. Well, this was on the second album, but the song is the first in line. Here is Taylor Rodriguez.
When they gave out eyes like diamonds that would shine, stars that shine, my darling, my darling, you were the first in line. When they gave out lips like honey that hold a new thrill every time, my darling, my darling, you were the first in line. There may be others that know you longer, who pledge their hearts to you, but there's no other could love you stronger, any stronger than I do. Say you choose me, I'm yours. Oh, please be mine, my darling. Say I'm your darling, the first and the last in line. There may be others that know you longer, who pledge their hearts to you, but there's no other could love you stronger, any stronger than I do. Say you choose me, I'm yours. Oh, please be mine, my darling. Say I'm your darling,
the first and the last in life.
Taylor Rodriguez. All right. This competition's heating up, and thank goodness we don't have to worry about being a judge. I judged a few of these contests, and after a while I said my mental health won't take it anymore. Plus, I wanted to hang out with the guys. They're so cool. Great pictures of Elvis in concert, and like I said, when he came off stage, you were the guys waiting on him. He had a family on stage of musicians, and the minute he left or walked on to stage, he was with you guys all around the world, all around Memphis especially. He got out a lot more than we knew he did, and you were a part of that sometimes, but it's great to have you back. Sam Thompson as a judge here in Tupelo. Does it get easier to be a judge after doing it a few times, or is it like Charles said, it just keeps getting harder because they keep getting just better and better?
Well, you know, I was a real judge in Memphis for 10 years, so after you sentence a few folks in a penitentiary, this is a little easier.
That's right. I forgot, you're my phone a friend if I get in trouble and show the camera. A federal judge. What do you think Elvis would have thought about you becoming a federal judge?
Well, I was a state judge.
Yeah.
Wasn't federal. A federal judge gets appointed. State judge has to run for election.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
But I would hope that he would be proud of me.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll tell a story later today about the guitar that Elvis gave me that financed my law school education.
Yes.
But I hope he would be proud of me, and I think he would be. As I think he would be of all of us that carry on his legacy, as well as these young men who get up here and sing their hearts out for all of you, the fans.
Yeah. Well, if you want to run for judge again, we'll all move to Shelby County.
Okay, good.
You got it. And I think I saw your guitar at Jeff Ruby's in Nashville.
It's there.
I saw that, and I texted him a picture, and he goes, yeah, that guitar financed my law career. All right, next up, Elvis, a great lover of law enforcement, and he and this gentleman became very close friends. He was a Palm Springs police officer when he was assigned to provide duties to a superstar. He wasn't told who it was. Back as a judge here in Tupelo, and he travels the country also doing this and telling his stories, and he is a great guy, and he's got all kinds of stories. Mr. Dick Grove. Welcome, sir.
Well, I want to say welcome to you, old friend. And Sam, I want you to know I'm proud of you. Nobody else is up here, but I want to go right out front, you know. Yeah.
Well, I measured it out, and this is the legal distance that I have to stay away from you. So the restraining order expires at 1 o'clock, so we'll have conversations after the restraining order.
That's good, because one of the things and this is my second year here, is that from the first year I learned to pay attention to you, because like Elvis, you just make your own changes in everything you do up there.
Pretty much, yeah.
It keeps us working down here.
Yeah. I'm going to call the contestants out of order next time. Watch the band jump around.
That'll be a good switch, because watch the judges jumping around trying to get the right cues.
Well, Dick, it's great to have you back, and we're going to talk this afternoon. And I've got a lot of images that we're going to be showing on the screen, and we'll be telling stories about a lot of things that happened in these photographs and what happened moments before they were taken or moments after they were taken. So thanks for being here, Dick.
Well, you think we're going to answer those questions? You're crazy. We know better.
Dick Grove, Sam Thompson, Victoria Meyer, Charles Stone, thank you for being a judge. It doesn't make my job easy. He's a young boy because his father was a singer, and he turned him on to Elvis early. He's performed at private events, and he has also performed in front of various celebrities over the years. He placed top 10 in the Nashville Elvis Festival. He is from Hendersonville, Tennessee, and he is singing a song that is a song, we know it by the Righteous Brothers, right? You've seen Top Gun, you know this song. Elvis made it his own in 1970, and That's the Way It Is, the movie and the album, doing You've Lost That Lovin' Feeling from Hendersonville, Tennessee. Brooke Wright.
You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. There's no tenderness like before in your fingertips. You're trying hard not to show it, baby. But baby, baby, I know it. You lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Oh. There's no tenderness in your eyes when I reach out for you. Girl, you're starting to criticize every little thing that I do. It makes me just feel like crying, baby. But baby, something beautiful's dying. You lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Oh. I get down on my knees for you. This suit was too tight. If you would only love me like you used to do. That's how much I love you. We had a love you don't find every day. So don't take it away. Leave it to me, talk it to me. Bring back that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. Bring back that love and feeling. Now it's gone, 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 and I can't go on.
Love and feeling. That love.
Thank you, Tupelo. God bless you. Thank you. Brooke Wright. If I was a tribute artist, that's the song I would do, because it's got everything in it. It's got drama, and it even had a trombone this time. Way to go. I love that. Yeah, I love having the horns here. You know, they're worth the extra $50. They really are. I think so. All right, our final contestant this morning from Covington, Georgia. Hey, I used to live there. Covington, Georgia's own. He's paid tribute to Elvis at Halloween parties after always loving Elvis and his music. That's when he started. And he never got to see Elvis in person, but he's been so many places because of Elvis's music and the opportunities that God has given him. He enjoys doing shows and benefits to share what God has made possible to keep Elvis's memories of the greatest entertainer alive. We're going to end with fun and rock and roll, one of the classics of rock and roll, written and recorded by Chuck Berry. And Elvis loved to do this song because it showed off his guitar player, James Burton. We're going to show off ours, Tommy Madden. From Covington, Georgia, here's Doug Jones with Johnny B. Good.
Mama told him someday you will be a man. You will be the leader of a people. Many people coming from miles around. He'll play the music when the sun goes down. Maybe someday they will be a nice Johnny B. Good tonight. Go, 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 go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Johnny be good. Thank you. Thank you, Tupelo.
Thank you, Doug Jones. All right, we want to thank Tupelo. Also, we want to thank the judges. We want to thank the EAS band. We want to thank the horns. Oh, thank you for rooftops. Wow. I'm not imagining that. Okay. All right, this afternoon, this morning, at some point during the day, we had our competition with 14 Elvis tribute artists. I'd like to bring them all back up on stage in the order of their performance today, and we're going to find out who made the top 10. So please welcome them back. Matt King from Surrey, England. Gib Maynard from Texas. Tyler Hunter, Las Vegas, Nevada. Gabriel Sanders from Mississippi. Alexander Mitchell from South Carolina. Michael Cullifers, South Haven, Mississippi. Josh Davis from Texas. Mario Kambu from London, England. Austin Irby from South Carolina. Tyler Christopher, Kentucky. Lee Alexander from Walton-on-Thames, England. Taylor Rodriguez from Virginia. Brooke Wright, Hendersonville, Tennessee. And Doug Jones, Covington, Georgia. Tupelo. These are your 14 Elvis tribute artists waiting to move on down the line to the top 10 tomorrow. All right, the tension is mounting. The tension is mounting. I don't have the information, so there's only one person I know. It's Indiana Jones with the bag of the Holy Grail. Indiana. Who do you think made it? You're absolutely right. All right, here's your top 10. Now what will happen is, after we name the top 10, they will go backstage. They will each select 2 songs to sing back-to-back tomorrow morning. And then their scores from today and their scores from tomorrow morning will put someone in the top 5. And then Saturday night, the top 5 will compete with 1 song, and those scores will be added to the previous scores, and we'll have our winner. Everybody understand how it works. In case anything happens to me, one of you will have to take over. All right. You know what I'm going to do. Sis Boom Ba. Sis Boom Ba. What is the sound an exploding sheep makes? All right, here's your top 10 in no particular order. When you hear your name called, scream wildly, gesture, step forward, and please step down to Rachel, who will present you with your top 10 trophy. In no particular order. Step forward, Matt King. The Brotherhood of the ETAs. All right. Don't go anywhere, Matt. He's ready to go to select his song. Step forward, Tyler Hunter. Step forward, Alex Mitchell. Step forward, Michael Cullifer. Step forward, Josh Davis. Step forward, Mario Kambu. Step forward, Austin Irby. That's 7.
14.
Step forward, Lee Alexander. Number 9. Step forward, Taylor Rodriguez. And number 10, Brooke Wright. All right, top 10, come on down center. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being next year. All right, gentlemen, we'll see you in the morning. You got some work to do. Let's hear it for our ETAs.